Welcome back once again. Joel Myers along with Stu Lance and the starting five for the very young Portland Trail Blazers. Zach Randolph, Ime Udoka, who had played with the Lakers a couple of years ago in their summer league squad. LaMarcus Aldridge, a young man from Texas. Brandon Roy, rookie of the year. Jacket, and that is Jarrett Jack out of Georgia Tech. Speaking of jackets, looking sharp. Nate McMillan, second year as the Blazers head coach, and a 4-2 record over the Lakers as the Blazers head coach. Well, Sasha, a late add to the starting lineup instead of Luke Walton for the Lakers. Joining Lamar Odom, Kwame Brown, Kobe, and Smush. So Phil Jackson saw, as he said, some things that he liked in the first half last night. We tend to agree with him. It looked like mid-season when Luke and Lamar were on the floor. We check in now with Patrick O'Neill to see what he has heard around the cooler. Brought to you by Gatorade. Plenty around the cooler, especially when it comes to Luke Walton. Patrick.
Well, Joel, the lineup change was so sudden. I asked Bryant how come Luke isn't starting about a couple of minutes ago. He said he's not starting. No, he is not. He's out of the lineup, and it's because of that ankle. It is still sore. I saw Luke and Gary Vitti, the Lakers trainer, conferencing about the ankle. Luke was alluding to pain at the shin area, running all the way down to the ankle. He's going to get treatment now in the first half. They're saying he's probably not going to play. They're holding out hope that he can go in the second half. It does not look good, however. Lamar Odom gave Luke a big hug, offering some encouragement. Obviously, guys, Luke unhappy. He might not be able to go tonight. Back to you.
All right, a rare start for Sasha. And Luke said it best at the top of the telecast last night, talking to John Ireland, Patrick, when he said it's as close as it's going to get at this point. Tip controlled by the Blazers, and you could see him after the game, Stu. You could tell he was tight. He was stiff and he was hurting.
Well, yeah, he said he wasn't 100%, and everybody understands at this stage of the season, very few players that are 100%, but it's just an unfortunate thing not to have the services of Luke Walton.
Zach Randolph, keep him out there. You know how much he likes to drive it, especially over to his left side. On the run, Kobe with Lamar, clear pass, and Lamar cracks in with the first two.
Well, nice start again. The Lakers get the first stop. They get the first hoop. Looks like they have some energy. They're bouncing around defensively. Let's see if they sustain it now for 48 minutes.
Well, there's a 2 for 2. Kobe glides home after the takeaway, overplaying Brandon Roy and coming up with the steal.
Well, Nate McMillan is trying to find out from the officials how that play occurred without there being a foul.
Joe DeRosa, Sean Carbon, and Eli Rowe are the three officials tonight. So we're talking about the journey for the Lakers because it was sleep deprivation for a lot of the guys. Jarrett Jack, it's off Kwame out of bounds, and I'll bring it up because now we have an opportunity. Stu got up into the air, had to go back to the Denver airport, had to sit in a private charter terminal for about 3 hours. Lakers did not arrive till about, 5:30, quarter to 6 this morning?
Yeah, that's usually when you play your best games. I mean, seriously, Lakers had one of those some years ago, and arrived in the city they were playing at about 6 a.m. and played the best game of the year.
Now Jarrett Jack quicker to the punch. He got to the loose ball after the Brandon Roy miss.
Although I must add that there were different cast of characters for the Lakers at that time.
Got to play it that way. And he got through. That's what he does. Yeah, he goes left. He doesn't go right.
I was just going to say the same thing. That's what he does. He goes that direction. You've got to be able to force him right without giving up the absolute easy one, but make it a little bit more difficult than that.
He had a double-double. In fact, he had 36 against the Lakers in the first one. Kobe, and he is 2 for 2. Lakers lead by 4. But as we said at the outset, Lakers played a real solid 20 minutes last night as Jarrett Jack in traffic has it taken away. Lakers with numbers, Kobe and Sasha. Sasha got the man out of position, and Sasha off the turnover from Kobe. 8-2 Lakers.
I know it's only a couple of minutes into the game, but I do like the way that the Lakers are moving their feet defensively, helping one another.
9:53 to play in a real solid start for the Lakers, but I think we said that last night in Denver. They're up by 6. Lakers 4 for 4 from the field, real aggressive at the defensive end. And how crucial is this? Well, it is critical. I mean, right now, when you've lost 7 straight with only 17 left, you're on life support. The Lakers, a game over 500 at 33-32. Stu, Clips already won tonight, so they're 30-35. Hornets also won by 2 at New York, 29-36. And we'll update you as well. Golden State, Sacramento. They are playing actually Minnesota at Golden State, and they are just underway up in the Bay Area. So the Lakers way beyond desperate for a win, especially on their home floor.
But I just like what they're doing defensively right now. Well, whether they sustain this throughout, I don't know. But right now, I like what I see.
They beat the shot clock, and there's a guy that's coming off back-to-back double-doubles. In fact, LaMarcus Aldridge only has 4 double-doubles this year, but has he ever stepped it up? As Smush creating teardrops at home. Lakers by a half dozen.
Boy, how often do we see the Lakers inbound the ball that quickly after a score and go down and get a layup?
Well, nice to see a push and an easy basket because Portland wasn't back defensively. They were not set.
Well, if you push the ball after either a make or a miss, you don't let them get set.
Lamar shaded on the double. Forced Zach Randolph to get rid of it. Jack lost it on the break. Bad pass. Sasha, and he's out of bounds. Good effort trying to save it. It's a turnover, though.
I know I've said it 3 times already, but I like what I see. That they've already talked more to each other defensively than they have in the previous 2 weeks. So if they can continue to play as a team this way, they'll be okay.
So you saw the quick hands of Smush. Kobe gets an early foul. And we saw Smush pick up that steal. Smush comes into the game 12th in the league in steals.
Well, he's got some quick hands.
Yes.
I mean, he's executed the plays similar to that throughout the season.
They wanted Roy down to the block. Sasha angling. Roy got away, though, for the easy one.
Well, that's a tough matchup for Sasha, trying to guard Ime Udoka down there on the box.
And it was Udoka. Ime Udoka, rather, who was with the Lakers. So the Lakers still up by 4. Nice pick. Now can Smush get it done. Wasn't even close. So, well, that's the first miss of the contest for the Lakers. That's how efficient they have been to the offensive end. Now can they keep it up at the defensive end? This time it is Brandon Roy. Udoka's been hot. That time glanced off the front of the rim. Barely got there. Barnes got a nice matchup if he could exploit it. It was out of bounds. Last off the shin of Zach Randolph jumping out on Sasha.
You know, Sasha was catching and making the entry pass in a hurry, but if he recognizes that Zach Randolph was out there guarding him at the 3-point line, just blow right by him.
So the Lakers 5 of 6 from the field, lead by 4. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Kwame with the pick. Jared Jack. I thought he'd go inside because he's got some length. Now the shot clock down on Lamar. On the step back. Over Zach Randolph at short. Jack comes away with it. Second-year man out of Georgia Tech at 6'3", 200 pounds. And he blistered the Lakers the last time as Kwame jumps it and almost came up with the steal going around Zach Randolph.
And the positioning on the floor allowed Kwame to do that without paying a severe price if he's not successful. He was out near the 3-point line. You try that on the box, you're not successful, it's a dunk.
Their point guard, Jared Jack, I was just talking about, had a career best 30. And also hit 10 of 11 with 7 assists in the last one against the Lakers. A win here at Staples Center. Randolph can spot up out there like we saw Marcus Camby last night. He's got range. He's got 4 also, and it's a 2-point game.
And you have to make him put it on the floor there. Make him put it on the floor going to his right.
So 50% start for the Blazers. Kwame up against the much smaller LaMarcus Aldridge size-wise. Jared Jack came in, though, and he was one who poked it away. In the transition, Brandon Roy. Zach Randolph, and he gives the Blazers their first lead of the game as they're right now on a 7-0 run, and that's 7 points for Randolph.
He didn't hesitate on that one. I mean, he was open, obviously, but still behind the arc. He just let it fly.
I mentioned they're trying to sweep the season series for the first time since 93-94 against the Lakers. Smush and Kobe, a little 2-man game. Great ball movement. Kwame doesn't get to finish, but good passing. Quick passing.
Again, Kwame didn't get it high enough on the glass. Seems like the ball doesn't go out of his hand in a shooting motion as opposed to almost like it's slipping out of his hands.
Smush gets the foul, trying to track Jared Jack. Second team foul.
Well, Carl's Jr. Exmo shows Zach Randolph letting a long one fly, seemingly staying in the air forever, but it found its mark. I guess that happens with Exmo. It stays there forever.
Zach Randolph was 7 of their first 11 on the far away.
Make it 9.
Unbelievable. You know, it's rare when he's had bad games against the Lakers. He's had a couple where it's all or nothing at all for that guy. So 9 of their first 13, and the run is up to 9. A 9-0 run. After the Lakers led it 10-4. We're halfway through the first 12 minutes of play. Kobe over Udoka. And it stays out for LaMarcus Aldridge. So the Lakers started a perfect 5 for 5. Now they've missed 4 consecutive shots. Got a shade to that side, and Lamar will take it with a baseline. Off the leg of Sasha, put 14 back on the shot clock.
Much better rotation that time by the Lakers as Smush went after one play and Sasha was there to give support.
Udoka in his 3rd year out of Portland State. He's a 29-year-old, though, Portland native. He starts this half-court set. Well, the high hand is right there. And they're going right back to it. Perfect pass inside. Aldridge got it in there, but couldn't control it.
Well, yeah, Zach says, I don't make many passes that good. You got to capitalize on it.
So a break for the Lakers. And will they take advantage of it? Kobe inside the arc. And that's short. Cross picked up. And all of a sudden, LaMarcus Aldridge, we saw him outside, Stu. Over the last 2 games I've watched, he's gone inside as Jared Jack gets it all the way to the hole, and a timeout for the Lakers. We continue from Staples Center with the Lakers down on the wrong side of an 11-0 run. Brandon Roy, well, gets my vote, and not just because of the numbers you're looking at, but we felt that way when he left the University of Washington. Pac-10 Player of the Year. He is leading all rookies right now in scoring, assists, and his month of March is even better. He's up to 18 points a game so far this month, with 6 assists and 5 boards.
I just hope that all these awards are not predicated on scoring averages alone. I mean, because when you're talking about a player, I mean, there's obviously a lot of elements that go into making a basketball player other than just scoring.
Catch and shoot, and tough break. It stayed out on Smush. After 1 for 8 last night, he had his first. He's missed his last couple. And he's trying to track like he did Iverson last night. Jared Jack. Iverson was only 4 for 15, but he did have a season-high 13 assists. Now Brandon Roy on the follow-away. And he's also been asked to run this team. And that's the real impressive part of the package of Brandon Roy. So 13 unanswered by the Blazers. Up by 7.
Well, it's up to the Lakers now to have an answer. And when you're going bad, sometimes that answer is hard to find.
Aldridge with the block is Smush. If he goes to the reverse, he's got it. He tried to slip it in underneath. And our courtside view, don't forget, on our partner station. FSN Prime Ticket, a view of tonight's game to the courtside seats. Get your ticket to the game on Prime Ticket. Now the shot clock, a factor for the Lakers. Sasha spacing. Will not give Kobe an assist as Roy peels away with the board. McGlure has just checked into the game. They're without his billet for the rest of the season. In fact, he just underwent surgery. A double on Brandon Roy. And they're going to give him a timeout. And Lamar is saying, no, he just changed his pivot foot and he walked towards you to call the timeout to Sean Corbin.
Wow.
Been a while since the Lakers have scored. In fact, the Lakers have missed 8 straight after they had a 10-4 lead. And welcome back to Staples Center. For the frustration and something that Phil Jackson has never experienced. We talked about it briefly last night, Stu. 7 consecutive losses. He's never had that occur in his 16 seasons in the league.
Well, he's in uncharted waters in that respect, but he was in uncharted when he reached 6 or so. He's hoping that the Lakers can put a finger in that hole in the dike so that they can stop this flow.
It's going to be a hold on Lamar as they tried to get the entry. Zach Randolph first on Lamar, 13 foul on the Lakers with 3:46 to play.
The best way to prevent a guy from scoring is not let him catch the basketball. And Lamar trying to prevent Zach gets called for pushing him off the box. So he'll be out of bounds sideline.
Brett Jones, former Oregon Duck, he is into the game. Came over the Juan Dixon deal. And boy, does Brandon Roy look slick. Brandon Roy makes it a 9-point lead as the run is a very impressive 15 straight for one of the youngest teams in the NBA. Kobe will save it on the sideline. Andrew Bynum for Kwame. Andrew will get it on the block and will go to the line as he's fouled from behind. It'll be on Zach Randolph.
Good job by Andrew of catching that or getting that pass and then just trying to attack in a hurry as he had a good position, just wasn't able to get a 3-point opportunity. But free throws coming for Andrew Bynum. This will be the first free throws of the game for either team.
Well, Andrew started the first 2 this year against the Portland Trail Blazers. has not had a lot of luck offensively against the Blazers. Let's see if it will turn around tonight. An early entry for Kwame Brown is Ronny Turiaf is also going to be into this one. For matchup purposes, he'll come in as they've got both McGlure and Randolph on the floor. So Ronnie's out there with Lamar, Bynum, and a good size on the baseline. Good group for the Lakers, size-wise.
Well, yeah, I mean, that would have, without that substitution, that would have probably meant Kobe would have had to guard Randolph, and that's not the matchup you want Kobe guarding defensively.
So that ends the dry spell for the Lakers. Their first points in 6 minutes. Jack Randolph side. And he's blocked away by Andrew Bynum. Secondary defender came over, but it also makes a difference, forcing him to his offhand.
Did you see how weak his explosion off the floor was when he tried that shot?
Smush. Got to finish that. When they let you unimpeded get to the rack, got to make your layups. 19-12, Lakers still down by 7. And the Lakers are only shooting 36% after the miss. Randolph waiting.
Straight up, straight back down to the basket.
Then the guys under couldn't believe it either. They wanted to make sure they didn't mistime their jump, and they were glued waiting. So 21-12, and no Don Nelson girls, please. Andrew Bynum, middle of the paint. He's got 4 early. And no balloons in the ceiling either.
And I talked about, we've talked about how many injuries and the ankle problems the Lakers have had. Andrew Bynum playing with a swollen ankle. So it's just been a rash of things for the Lakers.
Brandon Roy, boy, is he physical the way he once he gets a step on you and then bounces around at 6'6", 230. Very impressive. He's the rookie from Washington, Garfield High School in Seattle. Kobe, again, off the mark, working against Udoka. So Kobe has started the contest 2 for 5. It'll be Roy again. And ripped down by Andrew Bynum. A break, because that was a great look inside the free throw line for Brandon Roy without a hand in his face.
Lakers need to finish this quarter with a little bit of a spurt here.
Yeah, the offense has got to pick it up. It'll be Smush with a good look. And again, same result. Lamar battling, taken away though by Udoka from behind. Lakers back in the transition. Baseline, will Randolph take it? That's where they want to shade him. Instead, out top, the former Pacer Jones, who was with the Toronto Raptors before coming over on that deal for Juan Dixon. Final minute of play and a very dry first for the Lakers after, again, 10 points in the first 4 minutes. But only 4, as you can see, over the next 7.
And again, one of the reasons you must have your defense as your mainstay, the one thing that you can rely on, because your offense, the Lakers came out and they made their first 4 or 5 shots, and now all of a sudden hit a real dry spell, and their defense has to keep them within striking distance.
The Lakers are 1 for their last 12. Get it in to Andrew Bynum. He's hit down low by McGlure, and it still goes in. Andrew Bynum, a half dozen, and the Lakers needed it.
When he gets the ball above his head, though, he is so long. It's a nice touch.
Rodriguez, impressive rookie point guard. This guy come on in the second half of the season. Down McGlure and a foul up against Roney.
In defense of Rooney there, you're trying to stand as a defender. You're trying to just hold your own position. That's a difficult call for the officials as well. Who's initiating all of that contact? Is it the offensive guy or is it the defense? And they ruled that time that it was Rooney.
The rookie from Spain at 6'3", 170. He played a couple of years of pro ball in Spain. He's still only 20 years old. And it's blocked away. Roney tracking Zach Randolph and Andrew Bynum coming over.
Well, you have to have a little bit of communication here as the secondary defender is coming, but it's Roney to get the block. Andrew is there just in case.
So 4 left on the shot clock. 23-16 Blazers by 7. Zach Randolph, and he'll get it off in time. Quick save and a blown dunk by Outlaw, who just checked in, will give them a third chance.
Well, I tell you, Outlaw was way above the cylinder. How did he miss that one?
Rodriguez, Smush was picked off. Jones, they share it. And Roney, is going to be called foul on the final through of the shot. by Outlaw. So Andrew Bynum doesn't like it, but it'll be a couple of free throws, so that hurts with 7/10 of a second. You be the judge.
Well, he definitely hits him on the wrist. There's no question about that.
Good call. Definitely got him. Didn't get the ball. He got the hand.
Well, the Lakers trailed 24-16. The Blazers shot 50%. The Lakers started off making their first 5, end up 7 out of 18. Out rebounded 15-7 because of all of those misses. So the Lakers know what they need to do.
And coming back onto the floor now for the Lakers, Ronny Turiaf, Kwame Brown. Jordan Farmar's first appearance along with Mo Evans, the same for Mo and Kobe Bryant. Joining us now, Miss USA 2006, Tara Connor.
Hey guys,
Tara,
how you doing?
good evening rather. It seems like afternoon. We got in so early in the morning. Joel Myers along with Stu Lance. And well, first of all, the rain is almost over.
Right, yeah, it is.
It's going to be tough, huh?
Well, you know what? I'm kind of excited. I'm ready to move on to my next journey and crown the new girl and move on with life, you know, see what's going on out there without Miss USA.
What's you say ready to move on to your next journey? What is your next journey?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit of commentary, maybe a little bit of Broadway. I'm thinking about writing a book. There's all kinds of things that I have like in the works, so I'm pretty excited to see how it all works out.
It starts off with the Laker miss. Terry, you grew up in Kentucky, so you have to be a basketball fan.
I am definitely a basketball fan, but I'm torn between UK and U of L.
Yeah, I was waiting Cardinals or Wildcats. That's a tough call.
Yeah, when Pitino moved over to U of L, I was kind of torn. I didn't know which way to go. I was a huge Pitino fan.
Well, Louisville already won. Kentucky right now in the second half of the NCAA tournament, up by 4 as Kobe makes it a 6-point deficit for the Lakers.
Well, obviously, Tara, you've been in a lot of these beauty pageants. What is the hardest thing to do in a beauty pageant?
You know, I think the hardest thing for some of the girls to do is to do the on-stage interview, because you're sitting there, you've got thousands of people that are watching you in the audience, and then, hello.
You're right.
I'm sorry.
That's the way we felt about it, too. Go ahead.
Yeah, then you have like millions of people watching you on the television, so there's a lot of pressure, but for me, it's fun. I like to do the interview part. That way they get to know me a little bit better.
And you're going to be involved this Friday at the Kodak Theater here in Hollywood.
Yep.
So you passed the torch on Friday.
Passing the torch on to the new girl.
Well, congratulations. Obviously, you're ready for the next stage.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you taking the time, Tara.
No problem.
All right. Tara Connor, Miss USA 2006. Roney tapping, trying to keep it away from a jumping jack and Travis Outlaw. 90 seconds gone by in the second quarter. And a second chance opportunity once again. Well, they were spacing, but it didn't work out because Martell Webster decided he was coming to the basket.
Well, you know, he had the whole side of the floor open, and he possibly should have been the one at fault at that. He should have stayed in the corner where that's his specialty, knocking down perimeter shots. Then if he chooses to catch it and take it to the rack, he can do that as well.
So a run off Kwame. Kobe, about time he heated up. If they're going to double, somebody's got to be free. Shot clock all the way down. Farmar up against Rodriguez and walked to the basketball.
Lost his balance. But didn't pick his pivot foot up nearly as much.
He dragged it.
As the other guy.
You're talking about Brandon Roy, who changed it completely.
But he did, Jordan Farmar did travel on the play.
That's a 4th turnover for the Lakers, and that was a real problem spot for the Lakers last night. They were crushed in points off turnovers. In fact, it was 28-7 Denver. And there's going to be a hold on Farmar.
That's the rules these days, Jordan. You can't put your hands on them like that. Back when we played in the covered wagon days, man, that was you did that the whole way down the floor. You grab, pull, push. It's nice.
I like the way you said covered wagon. McGlure asking for it. The shot clock. And McGlure floats home but can't get the little baby hook. So the Lakers on the run without numbers. Kobe trying to create in a counter. Yes, it will. The Lakers look for the 3-point play from Kobe.
And Kobe kind of likes to play himself as he gets into the paint. Gets the continuation going to his left. All left-handed dribble on this play, and the concentration off of one foot. Eye on the target. That's what you have to keep. You hear the whistle, you feel the contact, but you never lose sight of the target.
You know, they get the foul to Rodriguez, and he wasn't even in the picture. What's going on down there? Kobe gets the 3-point play, and it's a 3-point lead for Portland, 24-21. They've already been up by as many as 9. Lakers early, 10-4. A 6-point advantage. Rodriguez with the basketball. Webster, good entry. McGlure made sure that one stayed home.
Well, everybody that plays the game is probably going to get dunked on one time or another, and Roney always likes to challenge those kind of plays. Challenge that one and top the face.
Kobe real hot on that shot. Yeah, it just looked like it got away. So 5-point lead for the Blazers. Kobe has started the game 4 for 9 with 9 points.
There's what Webster does right there.
And he comes through beyond the arc with a three-pointer.
He can shoot it.
Second year, right out of high school, Seattle Prep last year at 6'7", 230. And he's had his ups and downs this year, but there's one thing constant for him. It's the stroke. As Outlaw had to roll down his leg out of bounds. 15 on the shot clock for the Lakers when we come back. You can check it out for a view of tonight's game from the courtside seats with a half dozen cameras right now sitting down on the floor all over the place. So your ticket to the game on Prime Ticket as well. Lakers have it, 15 on the shot clock. And let's see if they can also get it done to the defensive end, because in 6 of these 7 losses, they've given up at least 100 points. Well, they don't get it inside at all, but the shot clock is down. It'll be Farmar. Rodriguez with the rebound. We saw that way too much in the second half last night, Stu.
Lakers, again, the shot clock issues, and Jordan at least knew the clock, so as soon as he caught it, he got a good look at it.
Webster matching up with Mo Evans. And there they go, right inside, but the Lakers didn't even look. It'll be across as McGlure was looking for contact. He never got it. And Roney clears it out to Kobe. Kobe held up by Webster. Martell Webster with the foul. It'll be his first second team foul on the Blazers. There's still 8:02 left in the half.
A lot of time left for the Lakers in this first half, but really struggling offensively as they have hit a dry spell, only shooting 39% from the field. Consider they made their first 5 shots, was it?
First 5.
They're 9 for 23.
Run off Roney. And Jared Jack knocked it away. He was sacking down low. The guard came into play. Spotting up again. It's an air ball this time.
Well, a challenge that by Kobe flashed in front of Webster.
Kobe over Rodriguez with space. And Kobe burns him. It is down to 5 as Kobe's got a dozen. But there's got to be other sources. We've talked about that. He joined us late. Luke Walton not in the starting lineup. In fact, back in the locker room right now. Lamar is going to be checking in next week. Rodriguez won't get the roll, but well timed. The tip by McGlure.
Nobody put a body on it.
Don't watch the ball. Back somebody out.
It's the easiest tap McGlure will have all this game.
5 minutes gone by. As Kobe back to back. Yes! Another triple. 31-27. He's got 15 of the 27.
Yeah, 6 out of 11 from the field. 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Well, again, challenge, but yeah, you're right. He had an absolute gimme there.
Kobe, a little strong.
Strong and wide left. You don't see Kobe do that very often. That one well off the mark as Lamar comes in, replacing Ronny Turioff. 6:33 left. Lakers down by 4. Smush is coming back into the contest. I'm wondering if that's for Kobe or Jordan Farmar.
Kobe has not left the game.
Well, if
with 6:33 left in the half.
If he has his way, I don't think he will leave the game.
Well, somebody's got to. Well, right now, nobody's going to step out because they're going to keep the 2 over on the sideline. They're not checking in quite yet. Udoka and Smush.
Well, Udoka's coming back to see if he can cool off Kobe. They know they don't want to let Kobe really get going.
Jared Jack all the way to the left. But they are making an effort, aren't they? They're trying to pound it. Kwame touched it last, and you got to make decisions. Is he going to be in a position to even come down and catch it?
Well, not only come down and catch it, but what's he going to be able to do with it when he comes down with it? Kwame's momentum was going to the so far so fast. If he catches that one, he has to pass it right away, or else he's going to run out of bounds.
So another turnover for the Lakers. That's their 6th, compared to 4 for the Blazers. Kobe hedging on the pick, so they had to go back to Zach Randolph. And he takes it away, and Roy, is it a clear path? No. Made it anyway, didn't he? He's unreal. He figured, why not?
The crowd needed something to cheer about.
I don't blame them.
Even though it doesn't count, they're on their feet. Kobe says, you want to see something? Watch. Contact. Let me throw it up. I know I can throw it in and off the glass. Count it. They're calling clear path.
It is going to be clear path. That's why I asked right away, because he was leaving Brandon Roy. And there'll be free throws for Kobe and the Laker ball when we come back.
Wow, what a play by number 24. I mean, just showing that he might not be too tired to do that. He got in the same time as everybody else this morning.
Now the play by Kobe, a sensational one, taking it away from Brandon Roy. And let's look back at it now with the actual sound from down on the floor when it occurred. So naturally, here's a whistle. I don't know. I'm just going to throw it up there anyway.
And you know what I like most about that play is the response Kobe had after it went in. It's like, well, what's the big deal? I do this all the time. This is what I do. You know, a lot of players make a jump shot and they celebrate like it's game winner for the NBA championship.
It's automatic. Yeah. He's got 2 on the breakaway. The clear path foul. It's interesting because you and I have seen him many times go to the half-court line and after practice or after shoot-around with his left hand and make them regularly with his left hand. And we've seen him take some coins from broadcast partners. Little plays on the side.
The guy just has as many skills offensively as you could possibly have. There's nothing he can't do offensively.
And he's the reason the Lakers are only down by 2. 17 of the 29 belong to Kobe. Lamar off the pick. It's been that way for the rest of the Lakers. Lamar now 1 for 3. Kobe's got 13 here in the second quarter alone. So the Lakers, in fact, nobody else has scored for the Lakers here in the second. And we are better than halfway through it. Zach Randolph, 5 on the shot clock. Now he's trapped. Udoka will recognize it at the range. There's no doubt about that. We saw it when he played for the Lakers in the Summer League in Long Beach a few years ago. That's 5 for Ime Udoka.
And what I call a free shot.
5-point game. Lakers basketball with 5:19 to play in the half. Well, Angels of Anaheim, the Los Angeles Angels, of course, of Anaheim, back in action. Angels taking on the White Sox. Preseason exhibition game tomorrow, 1 o'clock only on FSN West. It's good to know while Luke Walton is getting some treatment in the locker room right now, he's got the support of Chris Mihm, who's back there with him. Good to see Chris at the arena. Kobe does it again. 3-point deficit. Kobe's got every point the Lakers have scored here in the second quarter. Amazing.
And what so often happens with his teammates is they start to stand around and expect him to score all of the points. And even though he's got a hot hand going, you still have to play basketball. You run your triangle, you do the things that you're supposed to do, and shots will come to you as well.
With Kobe and the Lakers down by 3. Kobe's up to 19. Andrew Bynum's the only one with more than 2. They don't get it inside. Mo Evans going after it.
And Mo tried that little left-hand shot, but Aldridge said,
see you later.
Just slapped it right out of it.
Marcus Aldridge averaging a couple of blocks a game recently. It's not too well. Zach Randolph frustrated. He just picked up his second foul. Kobe on cruise control, setting up Smush. He'll share it. Mo Evans for the tie. Finally, somebody else is on the board in the second quarter. It's even at 34.
Because the Lakers dug down into the defensive end and came up with the turnover.
Brandon Roy back out there. He did some damage early. Now Zach Randolph. Take away his left hand. And it's going to be a foul on Lamar. You don't have to worry once you funnel him over to the right side as much.
Well, Maurice Evans had his layup attempt blocked, but he says, let me step behind the line and see if you can reach this one. And he drills the 3 that ties the score.
So the Lakers, after trailing by as many as 9, even at 34, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Jared Jack, falling right over Kobe off the ball.
Well, I tell you, when was the last time you saw the Lakers on a consistent basis try to stay after it defensively the way they have here in the first half?
And that's going to be the key. The 7-game losing streak, talked about it a few minutes ago. 6 of the 7 losses. They've given out well over 100 points. The Lakers looking to regain the lead. The last time they had it, it was 10-8. And Randolph hit a 3. Lamar gives them the lead. 36-34.
And I like the fact that he just dribbled past Kobe, not wanting to hand it to him, and made a move for himself.
The Lakers a plus 10 so far here in the second. Outscoring the Blazers 20-10. Good rotations defensively right now. Smush needs help. Jack put it off his knee. That'll help.
Yeah, I said it before. The Lakers so far in this game doing some good things defensively on a more consistent basis. I can see they're talking, communicating with one another. The rotations are a little quicker, and that's what it's going to take to be successful.
And usually it translates it not only into turnovers, but points off turnovers. Lamar's got the mismatch. And it's going to be a hold and double foul.
How can that be a double foul?
Zach Randolph and Kobe. And a technical on Kobe. Wow, that was quick.
I don't understand this call. The double foul thing, you have to see something there that initiated it. It's almost like a bailout play.
And as the captain of the team, it's interesting. Kobe, usually an opportunity to at least
and then a technical foul on 24.
Communicate with what he wants to get across to an official.
Yeah, but even captains are not allowed to dispute calls. Captains can talk about rule interpretations and things of that nature, but you can't, even though you're the captain, you cannot dispute calls in a way that the officials feel is embarrassing to them. As Kobe and Randolph tied up, and the shoulder from Randolph to Kobe, and then they got locked up, and the double foul was called. Kobe says, how can you call that a double foul? And I just about got decapitated.
That is the 3rd foul on Zach Randolph. So they get him out of the game right away. Final 3:17. Beautiful pass. Lamar, once Aldridge shaded over to help out, and the opening was there, and Lamar found Kwame. Nice run for the Lakers. With Sean Corbin, and he went over to kind of iron things out. Lakers right now 8 of 14 so far here in the second, 57%.
How do you iron things out with the 50?
By the way, 4 for 13 for Portland as they picked it up defensively. Jared Jack on a flyby, got Kobe up, and what was that short? Kwame clears it out. Don't need to hurry.
Well, Jack tried to use the glass, and not a shot that I've seen him make that consistently. He usually shoots it straight in.
Now Lamar against Aldridge. Let's see if he can drive around him, bringing Aldridge away from the basket. Aldridge moving his feet pretty well for a big guy. Lamar setting up a wide open smush. Boy, you had the shot straight away. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Taken to the block by McGlure. The guards have to take care of business.
The first pass that Smush made might have been the one that caused the violation. Smush had an opportunity with his feet set straight away to take that shot. When he made the pass to Maurice Evans, I thought the Lakers going to be in some trouble.
And when you're 1 for 8 last night, as Kobe slowed down that pass, that helped. Stays in front of Brandon Roy. He's already got 3 steals. Aldridge, we've already seen what he can do from there. It stays out. Kwame clears it out. And I want to get back to Smush only because 1 for 8 last night, 1 for 6 so far tonight. But your confidence factor.
Yeah, you're right. Your confidence does start to wane a little bit, but you don't get out of a shooting slump by not shooting. If you got a good shot, you got to continue to take it.
A little bit strong. Lamar, second chance. And Mo is there. The pogo sticks up. Lakers by 5.
Sore knee or not, Maurice Evans elevated to make that shot.
So the Lakers on quite a run here in the second, and they need it. Roy setting up his teammate. Big Coco. Pick and roll. Man, again, McGlure couldn't finish inside. Ripped away by Lamar. How aggressive was that? Evans fouled and a couple of free throws. As it's going to be called on Brandon Roy.
Boy, I tell you, Kwame came up a little gimpy on that play. That ankle must be a little tender. He's walking to the bench right now.
Keep it warm.
Gary Vitti, athletic trainer for the Lakers, there to meet him to ask him what's the problem.
Boy, sometimes when you sit down, that's when it tightens up. Andrew Bynum's coming in. So you worry about him now sitting down with 1:30 to play in the half.
Well, don't sit him down. Take him to the locker room. Make him run in the hallway.
Well, no,
Put him on a bike, anything.
Keep it motion. Keep it warm.
But Gary Vitti knows what's best. He'll take care of him. Maurice Evans to try to take care of these 2 free throws.
Everything, including the bottom of the net.
Kwame trying to help out on this defensive play and steps out there, and then Lamar's the one that really causes the missed shot. Awkward looking play.
Bo Evans now makes it a 14-1 run for the Lakers. So they're up right now 42-35. 7-point lead. That's the biggest of the game for the Lakers. Roy on the far away. Here's an air ball. You can see it coming. We could, from our vantage point, not the Lakers. They're waiting for it to get to the rim.
The Lakers are so into helping one another there. 2 or 3 guys went to challenge that, and that freed up the Blazers for offensive rebound.
Kobe with Udoka all over. Couldn't get Udoka off his feet. Didn't make any difference, though, did it?
Yeah, he said, if you're not going to jump, all right, stay down there. I'll jump.
That's 21 for Kobe, and shaking his head like, man, what do I got to do around here? Brandon Roy clipped by Mo Evans.
You know how hard it is to make a jump shot after you've given about 3 head fakes? You know, the defenders are 2, 3, and then he goes up. And, hey, says, all right, if you're disciplined, be disciplined. I'll be good.
You break the rhythm, kind of move. Shading on one side. They go to the opposite side. And it is Ime Udoka again. Same corner. He's got 8. So the Lakers up by 4. Now 2 for 1. Kobe off the glass. No, it was blocked away. They said Roy got it blocked. It was on an angle where it looked like if it was going to get there, it was going to get the glass, but not close. Jared Jackson almost picked clean from behind as it goes out of bounds with 15 on the shot clock.
Well, the Blazers didn't talk that time as Smush was tracking him from behind.
It'll be Bill McDonald, Jack Haley. Jack in the box halftime report coming up. Final 20 seconds of the first half, so the defense has been there in the second quarter for the Lakers. Much better than the first half. Roy. Standing in front of him. Now the shot clock down to the Lakers. Don't go again. Same result. Don't leave a shooter wide open. So the final shot for the Lakers and Kobe. All the way to the hole. It will be a blocking foul. It wouldn't crawl over the rim.
But
foul on Aldridge.
Kobe really put it on all the pressure on the officials to make a call. He just turned the corner and went right into the paint, jumped right into the chest of the defender, and the official says that's a block. And the Lakers say, thank you. 2 free throws coming with 1.7.
And Aldridge was pretty well set.
Yeah, that's why I say break for the Lakers.
Kobe gets the first of 2 as he's now 4 of 4 at the stripe. 18 so far of his 22 have come here in the second.
Well, 1.7 to go here. This is where you don't want to let them make a pass that they receive at midcourt. You know, make them come back to get the basketball, and then you have a much better chance of going out of the half without a score.
Well, they're going to jumping jack at the opposite end for the long pass if they decide to go that way. Travis Outlaw.
Yeah, the Lakers have a jumping jack with him.
Well, Kobe comes through at the line. He dominated the statistics in the second 12-minute session. Here's the long pass for Outlaw. And that'll do it. Off the deflection. So a good second 12-minute period to go to the locker room. Now can they play 48 minutes?
Well, that's going to be the key. What do they do coming out of the locker room? That's been the Lakers' Achilles heel a lot, is the first part of the third quarter coming out of halftime. They come out a little flat. Before you know it, game's over.
So Kobe with half the Lakers' points. He's got 23 of the 46.
Kobe with 23 first half points. As you mentioned, 50% of the production. Free throws, Lakers 9 out of 9. Thank you, Kobe. He's got there the most times. Offensive rebounds, 8 for Portland. That's something the Lakers really have to clean up. And then if they do that, they'll clean up the second chance points.
So here we go. Start of the second half. Lakers by 3. And for the latest from the locker room, let's check in with Patrick O'Neal. Patrick.
All right, Joel, thank you very much. Kwame Brown just walking down the tunnel to the bench. General manager Mitch Kupchak looked at him, asked him if he was okay. Kwame gave him one of these. The word is he got a retape there at halftime. He's going to try to go in the second half. He does not feel too good. Luke Walton, on the other hand, he is completely out of this game, Joel.
All right, and we could tell last night after the game, and we had way too many hours sitting in a private terminal. In fact, didn't leave until 4:30 in the morning Denver time, and you can see how stiff it became for Luke. So he said before the game, I'm as close as I'm going to be, but it just really hurt after the game, and it tightened up on Luke Walton. So last night, the Lakers doing a job defensively as opposed to what happened when they gave up 54%. 43% the Portland Trail Blazers, but let's face it, come on, Stu, more components when you've got Carmelo Anthony and Allen Iverson working for the Denver Nuggets.
And the Lakers are playing at home tonight. And even last night, it wasn't about the first half as it was about the second 24 minutes, because I thought the Lakers played pretty well in the first. But when they came out after intermission last night, they just didn't have it. Let's see if they have it tonight. They're going to have it, or they're going to suffer their 8th consecutive.
And there's got to be some balance, too. So other guys, other sources have to come through. And it doesn't have to be just, we always bring up Lamar Odom. But if it's not Lamar tonight, Lamar's got 4 along with 3 boards so far. Somebody else. But it's got to be other sources offensively.
Well, if they run their offense, the triangle offense is designed to get various people shots in various positions.
Lamar working against Aldridge. Aldridge, a long hit, quick release by Lamar. And it's grabbed by Zach Randolph. Randolph working with 3 fouls. If you get a 4th on Randolph, that's one of their key offensive components. He's gone.
Well, the key there, though, is he's guarding Kwame, so the Lakers are going to have to push it on the inside, and Kwame's going to have to really be aggressive in attacking the rim.
Yeah, Kobe had to help. It stayed out, fortunately, and he had to help because of the dribble penetration of Brandon Roy. So he shaded over, and that's why Udoka was wide open. Kobe over Udoka. And hard off the heel, but right on line. So Kobe now 8 of 16 for the field after the miss. 4 boards, couple of assists, 23 points.
Crowd a little subdued right now as the Lakers start this 3rd quarter.
Very quiet. Yeah. The Lakers makes it pass and a kiss into the floor. Zach Randolph to the line. Kwame walked under it as he went up. Man, a 3-point opportunity.
You know, and the way you watch the officials, you determine what sign they give for the foul. The official said that Kwame hit him on the elbow. Well, I can go with maybe getting into his space, but not hitting him on the elbow.
Yeah, he definitely walked under it as he went up.
A 3-point opportunity to tie this up early here in the second half.
Zach Randolph takes advantage of it. So he's got 15. The leading scorer during the regular season. You take it back to when the Lakers were up by 7. So now it's a 9-2 spurt. Last 90 seconds of the second and the start of the third. Smush has got to be a factor offensively. And over Jack, he is. 2-point lead on the second basket of the game for Smush, who we talked about. You know, maybe his confidence waning a little bit. He gambles now, going to get back in time, but it's going to be a switch.
Well, you know, the Lakers have those 3 people there, Maurice Evans, Smush, and Kobe. If they're together, they can switch just about everything.
Now making the proper decisions when you don't have the numbers. Kobe, Jack flop, he's blocked, stayed with it with the left hand.
Well, he's relentless. He is just relentless. They blocked the first one, but he just bounces right into it again and gets it with the left.
And Kobe's got 25. Lakers 5-4. Brandon Roy. What a smooth-looking customer. He's got 8. The guy that should be Rookie of the Year is Smush all the way to the hole. LaMarcus Aldridge, secondary defender. Banked it off the glass as Lamar picks up the foul. And for Lamar, it is his 3rd. A couple of early team fouls for the Lakers as well.
What a block by LaMarcus Aldridge as Smush was flying through the lane and thought he was going to get a shot attempt up, and Aldridge said, nah, I don't think so, Smush. Slaps it against the board, and that starts the Blazers the other direction.
So a couple of blocks for Aldridge. He had a career best 4 2 games ago. Their loss at Denver. Lakers by only 2. It's a team that is really getting the balance. Aldridge with the finish. Kwame got the block originally on Zach Randolph.
Well, but Lamar was coming over to give help because Kwame was beaten to the middle, so Lamar was there for support. Kwame reacted and recovered, but that left Aldridge open.
Now Lamar held up by Aldridge. Boy, that was a dash by Lamar to the spot. It was a sprint.
You know, that last play that we're talking about is Zach going to his left. Lamar comes over, and that freed up Aldridge for the throwdown. And I mean, he threw it down. With Kwame standing directly under the basket, he gets a concussion with that one.
It's the first team foul on the Blazers. It's called on Aldridge.
See, now this is where Kwame should go to work on Zach Randolph.
Got to go up. Kobe will. Shot clock down. It stayed out. No Evans. And the foul on Aldridge. So he's got a couple real quickly.
What a rebound.
And that's his third overall.
Did you like that rebound?
Man, did he get up?
Man, I thought the trampolines were used at halftime. But Maurice Evans says, no, I have one all the time. Puts it in his left, gets the contact. Nice offensive rebound and try for the putback by Maurice Evans. So he's earned himself 2 free throws.
He is now 3 of 3 at the free throw line. Good to see him scoring off the bench. In fact, he's got 8 so far in 15 minutes of play. You talked about the bum knee, where a couple of weeks ago they had to drain fluid off his knee. It's not been the same since.
As the fluid basically keeps coming back. And when you have fluid, it restricts your motion. You know, the knee doesn't move like it should when there's fluid in there. So it's a painful situation for Maurice. But he's playing through it.
And he's now the second leading scorer for the Lakers. Down goes Randolph. Down goes Frazier. Second foul on Kwame.
Zach Randolph says, whoo, Kwame's pretty solid. He ran in. Zach just goes down, and the official says, well, Kwame, you must have had something to do with that, so let's give you the person.
Now the Lakers 3 quick team fouls. A little more than 3 minutes of play, and it's thrown away. Well, yes, they will. Yeah. One official on baseline said it was Lakers ball. Zach Randolph looks like a fighter who got up, but he's still a little bit gassed. Like it's at the end of the round. 8:48 to play in the third. Jared Jack, quick first step, and it is going to be a walk.
You know why that's why that travel happened? The Lakers were pretty good at rotating over, because there was a gap there. Jack got in the gap, but it closed in a hurry, and all of a sudden he said, there's 2 of them there. Let me take this extra walk here and see if I can get away with it.
Now the Lakers up 15-5 in points off turnovers, looking for more. And that's what killed them last night. Udoka riding Kobe.
You know, I'm serious, and I've said this before, but I'm very serious. The way the rules are defensively, every time Kobe or an offensive players make that particular hard drive, you're going to get a whistle, or you should get a whistle, based on the way the rules are.
Well, we got a lot of whistles early here in the third, Steve, so we should see free throws. Bigger rolls at home. So 54-50, thanks to 27 by the second leading scorer in the league, Kobe Bryant. That's 17-5 plus 12 in the category I was just talking about. Kobe Randolph, too wide open, wasn't it? Roy, and a cross picked up by Lamar. Got Smush on the drive. He wants it. Kobe, deep three. Real short. And all the way out to the man that was in front of him, Jared Jack. On the trail, Zach Randolph. So it's going to be a blocking foul. So Kwame all of a sudden has 3.
Well, if you run down and you set up in the paint, you really have to be aware of where that restricted area's line is. Make sure you're out of there, and then obviously make sure you're stationary. As Zach Randolph gets the ball, and there's no question that Kwame's feet were on the restricted area. That's why you have to make sure where you are on the floor, if at all possible.
Zach Randolph averaging 23 a game and gets the first of 2. He's already got 16 tonight. Former Michigan State Spartan in his 6th year. It seems like he's been around longer. 25-year-old native of Marion, Indiana. And he's got both. And we remind you, our partners at FSN Prime Ticket with courtside view tonight. Cameras all over the floor level. So get your ticket to the game on Prime Ticket. Inside Smush. And Kwame there to clean it up. It wasn't pretty, but it worked.
And you can see how he's gimping.
Right.
You know, and putting all that playing time on an ankle that is already tender. He's going to get sore. As Ashley Walton.
Yeah, it shows you how banged up the Lakers are, but Kwame knows how much they need him back in the lineup. Now trying to recover up against Randolph. Lamar coming over. Randolph. Lamar changed that, didn't he? He didn't get the Udoka trying to get out of the way. Smush. Back door. Can he keep it alive? Yes, but right to Ime Udoka. Numbers the other way now for the Trailblazers. And what a throwdown by LaMarcus Aldridge. Just get it up there with his length. He's got 8. That's the future of the franchise. Those two guys.
Jared
Jack in his second year, Aldridge a rookie.
He had 18 in the last Laker game against the Blazers. But he's almost been more impressive in this game with the things that he's done other than scoring.
And around the rim. Now Kobe on his way down. And Kwame there again. Staying at home, and the Lakers lead by 4. That's a half dozen for Kwame.
And I think they may have to give Kwame a rest here. I mean, he is really laboring on that foot now. Just about halfway through the third quarter, the Lakers up by 4, 58-54. In an entertaining game, back and forth. This has been going. Our Carl's Jr. Exmo shows Kwame cleaning up the last 2 misses by Kobe Bryant. The first, just a little tip back in. The second comes off the far side. Nobody's there but Kwame. Kwame goes up. Easy layup for him, and he puts it in. So 2 quick hoops by Kwame, and he's paying a price as the grimace on his face is showing. 6 points and 4 boards. Trying to play through the pain. And there's a difference between pain and injury. You can play with pain, you can't play with injury. And as an athlete, you have to know the difference.
Yeah, you bring up a real good point. And also staying out there to keep it warm and keep it loose. If he sits on the bench too long, he may not be able to go back out there. Lakers by 4. Brandon Roy setting up Zach Randolph. He's got the range and he's got the deuce. 2-point game. The Lakers can't lose these guys. And they're one of the bright young teams in the NBA. And I talked about the future of the franchise with Jared Jack, LaMarcus Aldridge, Brandon Roy, Sergio Rodriguez. They got reason to get excited. That was read perfectly by Brandon Roy. He saw what Kobe wanted to do. And comes up empty. Knocked away from Kobe as he brought it down. Roy created it, and Udoka gets it. They have the lead by 1. Portland 59-58. As they really surrounded the basketball.
And Udoka's making 3-pointers with regularity here. He's up to 14 points now.
The guy that right away when Nick McMillan got there, he liked it. He liked what he brought at both ends of the floor. Now he's got Kobe. Kobe's got shot clock issues. And on the fall away, regains the lead for the Lakers, 60-59.
You call that shot clock issues?
He knows, but he's got a silent clock, as we know, in the back. And it's ticking in his head.
Good eyesight. He always has a peek at that 24-second clock. And the new clocks of the, let's say new, the ones they have now with 3-sided or so for the players, no excuse for not seeing it.
Kwame now Marcus Aldridge. Little jump hook. I like it. Yeah, everything about his game has totally changed because now he's asking for it closer to the basket. And he was always on the perimeter before.
He's been more impressive in this game against the Lakers than he was in the previous one when he had 18. He's up to 10 now and very efficient, 5 out of 7.
So 1-point lead for Portland. Scores off the Kwame bet. Marcus Aldridge, only 21 years old, rookie from Dallas. And Kobe dribbling into the pressure of Udoka. A 4-on-1 the wrong way for the Lakers. And the finish, Zach Randolph. And Mo got him on the way by a break for the Lakers. It could have been a 3-point play. Points off a turnover for the Blazers. And all of a sudden, only a 5-point differential in that category. Let's see if the Lakers get it inside. The ball can. And he'll crawl it home.
Oh, I like the catch and go. He caught the ball and didn't do what he usually does, read real quick. I mean, just hold it. He just caught it, quick move, got the advantage.
Got 6 and 5 so far, Lamar. And Lamar stops a 13-6 run for the Blazers. They get it to Archie. We know about his range. Well,
that's too close.
Yeah. So the Lakers look to take the lead once again. Kobe on the crossover. Got to get out of the paint. And he will. Almost a perfect pick by Udoka. That's the toughest call officials will tell you on that kind of play. Is it deflected and then does it go off the offensive player?
Any bang-bang play is going to be tough for the officials in basketball. I mean, it's a very tough sport to officiate. So you hope you don't have a lot of bang-bangs. In a back-and-forth contest, the Blazers leading the Lakers by 1, 63-62. And LaMarcus Aldridge, young player for the Portland Trailblazers, and I tell you, he has a future. He is really developing aspects of his game that he didn't show earlier. He is starting to show now. Basically was a face-up guy. Now he's posting up, doing turnaround jump hooks, and playing with the aggression you like to see out of a big. 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks in 22 minutes. Not bad numbers at all.
The second player selected in the draft by the Bulls. It was Tyrus Thomas going the other way. It was a draft day deal. And it's benefited both teams. The Blazers even more, though, because they're starting to build around Aldridge. Now Kobe, B2 go-go. And usually that's automatic when he's got a clean look like that at the free throw line. The Lakers still down by 1.
He shot that one on the way down, though. I mean, for whatever the reason, he hesitated at the top, and then as he was starting to descend, that's when he shot it.
Andrew Bynum changing that one as the off arm came into play for Brandon Roy. Kobe beyond the arc, makes him pay. The Lakers by a couple, 65-63.
Not the way you like to see a break. The Lakers had a 3-man break. They were all 3 on the same side of the floor.
A lot of balance. A lot of floor balance. So Kobe up to 32. There's still a ton of time left in this baby. Sasha back into the game like Palmer and Udoka. And the denial by Andrew Bynum, but he gave it away. Didn't have to rush it.
Now you got to get it back.
Fresh shot clock. We're talking about the composure. Brandon Roy taking his time on his way to the rack. Andrew Bynum lost it again. Knocked around. And the easy one inside. So the Lakers had everything going their way except they couldn't handle the basketball. They got the stops.
I think that one might be one of the important things. Make them miss and grab the ball.
Jamal McGlure. Back in the game. And it's Lamar Odom aggressively.
Hey, Lamar, in my mind, could do that almost all the time because they play him so strong to the left. He went to his right with the dribble and even finished with his right hand.
And Roy, long. And grabbed quickly by McGlure. He's done a good job off the bench for them tonight. Farmar stays in front of Jared Jack. They stay on that side of the floor with a double. Jack at 30 last time against the
3, 4, 5.
The challenge. Jared Jack got it over Jordan Farmar anyway. 68-67 Portland. This is a very athletic team, a very tough matchup for the Lakers.
Even the fans were calling out 3-second violation on that possession.
It's a second chance points, but you look at the rebounds. Farmar didn't want it, and he could have driven the baseline. Not a thing there. Didn't even draw the rim for Kobe, and that's a rarity.
That's the second one in his game that he hasn't drawn iron.
McGlure setting up Jack. And the little guy inside him has got it picked up, though, by Sasha. Sasha leads a 3-on-2. It'll be Kobe trying to get it on the reverse, and on the pass instead. It'll be the 14th foul on the Blazers, so the Lakers will bring it into the side.
Well, you know, at least that time the Lakers had the ball in the middle of the floor on a 3-man break. I thought that Sasha maybe should have taken another dribble before he passed the ball to Kobe. Wait for the defense to commit, then you have a better opportunity to attack.
Kobe taking the last minute off here in the third.
That's his first rest of the game.
You got it. And it may be his only rest of the game. They need him that much. Portland by a point. Now who's going to pick it up? It'll be Lamar beyond the arc. Barely got the win. And on the loose ball, Farmar will collect it. So fresh shot clock for the Lakers. Now Farmar recognizes he's got an advantage. Didn't take advantage of it though. Lamar can't get it, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So they're the Lakers with the second and third try.
Well, dribble penetration by Jordan Farmar. Even though he wasn't successful in his shot attempt, it forces people to come and get ready to help, and that frees up offensive rebounding material for Lamar Odom and others. So Lamar will be shooting 2 free throws. This will be the first trip to the charity stripe for anybody as a starter on the Laker team other than Kobe. Kobe's 5 out of 5. No other starter has shot a free throw.
And this is big because it also sends Zach Randolph to the bench with his 4th foul. Lamar shoots 2. Trying to give the Lakers the lead. The Laker fans, you can enter the Horse on the Hardwood sweepstakes at a nearby Subway restaurant.
That's a 2-shot foul.
Yeah, what's going on down there? Is everybody asleep? I mean, you know, I'm trying to read a promo around here, and these guys can't get it together to give them 2 free throws. Now, I didn't know just because it's NCAA tournament weekend, it was 1 and 1.
Oh, it should be.
All right. And now, head over to Subway. You want to play horse with Luke Walton? Head over to Subway. 10-second prize winners receive 4 Laker tickets. Stop by Subway's today for your official entry form. You could be shooting hoops with Luke. Subway, eat fresh as Lamar splits a pair and ties it up for the Lakers at 68. Come on, get a grip, guys. Now, Dan Dickow has played well against the Lakers this year. Hasn't been in there at all tonight. That's his first appearance on the floor. Jared Jack trying to move his way home. Outlaw. And it'll be a loose ball foul. McGlure sends Andrew Bynum to the free throw line. Andrew's frustrated. He's been bounced around a little bit in there since he re-entered the game about 3 minutes ago.
Andrew Bynum with 3 rebounds. He's been to the free throw line in the first half. He made both of his attempts, so he's got a total of 6 points, looking to add to the team's total of 68. Blazers will probably work for the last shot of this quarter.
Where'd you see a play like that? One free throw, a miss, and they head the other way, and nobody stopped them. When's the last time? Andrew's first miss at the free throw line. Second miss of the night for the Lakers. That was definitely different. So Kobe with the whistle, and every whistle counts to give him more opportunity to rest on the bench, and then you got the timeout between quarters. Man can't get either one of the two. So final shot time for the Blazers as the Lakers led at the break by 3. And now the Blazers trying to get the lead at the end of the third. Lakers out of fouls. It'll be Jack sharing it. Outlaw. Same spot where he missed from. And he misses again. And Bynum makes sure that they don't get a second chance opportunity. So a +3 for the Blazers. And the Lakers tried to avoid being swept for the first time since the 93-94 season by the Portland Trail Blazers. Back in 93-94, they matched up 5 times. This year only 3 times. Well, this week, NASCAR on Fox heads to Atlanta. Tune into the Cobalt Tools 500 presented by DLP from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Sunday, 1:30 Eastern, 10:30. Out here on the West Coast, high definition, only on Fox. Here we go. And the Lakers snap the 7-game losing streak. Sasha takes it away from Jared Jack. Now can he control it? And it's going to be a loose ball foul
on Sasha.
Yep.
That's a great recovery, though, by Jared Jack.
Yeah, give him credit.
A great recovery. Sasha gets the first steal, reaches in and gets it, but Jared Jack doesn't quit on the play. And Sasha, if he keeps it in his left hand, it keeps it away from the defender, but he tried to get it back to that strong hand, and there was Jack to take it back, and then the push by Sasha.
Yeah, if he's got the confidence to stay in the left hand, he's got a clear path to the basket. And he can protect it quite easily as Sasha runs into the McGlure wall.
So all they did was trade turnovers and a foul on Sasha.
Yeah, team foul. McGlure, it's an offensive foul, so it's not a team foul. So the Lakers get it right back, but you talk about free throws down the stretch in a close game as McGlure gets his third.
That's a screen there, boy. Sasha said, did anybody get the license number?
Is that brick or cement? Quickly they pour it inside. Lamar with his back to the basket. Like to see him take it to the rack instead. The fall away. I guess I'll take that too. 70-68 Lakers by a couple. Lamar into double figures with 11. And Brandon Roy quickly into the game. Next whistle. Dan Dickow off the pick on the green. And Mo had to be quick, because that was real short.
I tell you, but if you don't have your hands in the ready position, it's hard to rebound those.
Now the Lakers with Kobe still on the bench. Lamar off the glass. Didn't curl it enough.
Again, didn't get it high enough, you know? He makes that play, but
flat.
Get it up there.
Couple of picks, that time on Farmar. Jared Jack had it closed. Better rotations by the Lakers defensively. 42% shooting. Sasha almost got it away from Jack as he sets up. Oh! Outlaw's goal, fortunately for the Lakers, because he's had some good looks.
Yeah, but he's due to make one of those. You can't continue to give him open looks like that.
90 seconds gone by. They wanted to go inside. It was taken away. Where was that going? Andrew Bynum got some help as he went up. A little shove in the back, but that pass, he wasn't going to come down with it anyway.
Sasha says, you can get that, Andrew. Andrew says, if it wasn't for me, as it goes by, maybe I should have reached for it a little bit better.
Lakers 13th turnover, 14 so far. Brandon Roy's back in the game, and he's got the basketball. He's their glue guy. The rookie from Washington, rookie of the year. Over Bynum. He ties it up at 70 off a quick pick. equally fast release. It's a 10 point. Brandon Roy averaging just about 15 a game and 18 a game so far this month. And the Lakers off the frustration of that turnover with a timeout. It's all even at 70 after the little pick and pop by Brandon Roy. 2 minutes gone by in the fourth. And welcome back to Staples Center. Joel Myers along with Stu Lance. You know, key contests impacting the Lakers tonight in the Western Conference playoff race. Clippers, big win for them on the road. They've struggled on the road. They got it done over Bernie, Bickerstaff, Charlotte Bobcats. Houston, an easy one over the leaders in the Atlantic Division, the Toronto Raptors. New Orleans outscored the Knicks by 9 in the fourth to win by 2. Played a little defense on Phoenix, didn't they? The Detroit Pistons winning easy tonight in that matchup in Phoenix. Now the Lakers just have to take care of their own business. They've got to snap a 7-game losing streak. Kobe back on for the duration. The final 9:50. And deep into the shot clock, Lamar's got to make a move. Gave up the dribble, backdoor. Mo blocked away by Aldridge. He read and reacted well.
Very nice defensive play. Very nice.
It wasn't his man.
Very nice play. McClure was at the top of that one and met the play.
And pounced on.
Jamal McClure said, "Who pushed me in the back?"
Yeah.
It was Outlaw just reaching up and throwing it down.
So Travis Outlaw with the putback. It's a 2-point game. Now let's see if the Lakers get some touches in the half-court set. There's a hold inside. McClure was down there holding on to Lamar.
Outlaw is a pogo stick. I mean, the little short jumpers miss, but he just comes from the 3-point line and says, "Watch this."
Well, who's boxing out down there?
McClure was trying to box him out.
Now, long one. Kobe on the line. Ties it at 72 as Kobe has 34. Only one other Laker, though, in double figures, and that's Lamar. Barely there with 11. Dan Dickow stays up. Nobody at home for the Lakers again. They fell asleep defensively. Well, you can't have breakdowns like that. 74-72.
Well, that's all about talking again. They did a very good job of that in the first half, but on that play, you notice they didn't talk because they had Kwame out guarding a small player.
Kwame inside. It'll be Lamar, and that was blocked away. McClure again.
Taking care of business under there, isn't he?
Yep, he's done a good job for him. We talked about it off the bench. As Dickow denied, trying to get inside. Swish gambling. It'll free up Outlaw. And the Lakers are down by 4, 76-72. Well, when your guard gambles and there's a breakdown defensively, you're going to be burned. That's 7 off the bench now. And 6 of the 7 coming in the last 90 seconds for Travis Outlaw. Kobe inside the arc. Yes! 76-74. 36 for Kobe on 14 of 28 shooting. Kobe, yes, he won one. Roy going the other. Roy denied by Kwame, stayed with the play though. And they'll call the foul.
See, but again, there's an opportunity. The Lakers force a miss. You've got to secure that defensive board, as they didn't, and now it's going to be another possession for the Blazers as Ronny Turioff is coming in and giving Lamar a much-needed rest here.
And forget about the scoreboard with the Lakers down by 2, but Stu, maybe the most disappointing aspect of the game so far for the Lakers, they're out-rebounded 42-34 by the Portland Trail Blazers, a team that comes in 25th overall out of 30 teams in the NBA on the glass. And that's just effort and hustle. Roy sets up Outlaw. And on the finish, Ronny Turioff sends Outlaw to the free throw line on a flat one.
Well, you have to know when you're challenging or running at a shooter, if he's right-handed, you got to go past his right shoulder. You can't go straight at him because your momentum is going to carry you into him.
These are mistakes we're talking about, though, in the first 10, 15 games of the season. Now down to the final 17 and 40. 7:35 to play. Outlaw. All of a sudden, what a factor he's become with 8.
Dunk, the first dunk that he had is really got him jacked up. And then he followed that one up with another, then a jump shot from the corner, and now a couple of free throws. So
he's right on his average 8 a game, and give him 9 as he makes both. So the Blazers 7 of 8 at the stripe. Lakers 12 of 15. And the Lakers back down by 4. They cannot afford any price calls offensively. Spurs giving up the dribble, needs help. Gonna be run. And afterthought. It almost looked like when he went up, he wanted to pass it first. 78-74 Portland. Lakers down to 45% shooting, 43% for the Blazers. McClure on the high screen and roll. Roy wanted to go inside. Outlaw outside. He's been real flat on that shot, hasn't he? Break for the Lakers, though, because it was a good look. Smush. Thought about it. Kobe's got Webster, so there's going to be help. Now, as McClure runs after it, Kobe on the weave and kick out. Creates the contact. You can count it. Kobe to the free throw line, looking for the three-point play.
Dick Al saying to the official, now what do I have to do again to get the offensive foul? Kobe weaving through the whole team. McClure's chasing him, Webster's chasing him. Dick Al steps in. The official said that he moved his left foot, called the block, and all of a sudden, Kobe's at the line to see if he can complete a three-point play and bring the Lakers to within one.
Kobe at 38, still with 6:46 to play.
He's going to have to get at least 50 for the Lakers to prevail tonight, it seems, because they're going through so many dry spells with anybody else scoring. Only two guys in double figures, and the other player, Lamar Odom, is on the bench right now.
Nobody else is really looking, and then did you notice how many guys are picking up their dribble a lot earlier than they have to? And then they're trapped, they're caught. Speaking of traps, will they get it across? Yes, by a second. He almost made the mistake of waiting. That's Travis Outlaw.
That was close.
In the corner of the game, Martell Webster. He waited, he spaced, can't leave him. 81-77, he knows his role on this team. That's a half dozen on 2 threes for Martell Webster. Now Kobe. Off a Kwame pick. And a ball away. Sweet stroke. 81-79. Kobe's got 41. What a clinic he's putting on. But is anyone else going to step up? Hold off the ball on Smush. And now the Lakers are out of fouls the rest of the way. Still 2 more to give for the Portland Trailblazers.
And they come back with Zach Randolph. So he's had a nice rest after he picked up his 4th foul. So he's back. McClure goes out, although McClure was a defensive stalwart out there. He had a couple of blocks that really stopped the Lakers' attack.
Yeah, he bounces people around because he's the widest body out there. I mean, wide. Kwame's big. McClure, he's got a serious tailgate. 10 on the shot clock. Inside of 6. Outlaw finally gets one to go down. He elevates so much, it looks like a rope because he's so high off the ground.
Well, it's still a rope, but he does elevate.
83-79 Lakers. Still down by 4. Robianski on the handoff. Smush. Finally, somebody else. It's Smush with his 3rd basket of the game on his 10th try. 83-81. So the second of a back-to-back for the Lakers. And it's going to be a foul and free throws the rest of the way for the Blazers.
83-81, the Blazers leading the Lakers, and LL Cool J sideline. Watching the ball game, watching Kobe put on an absolute clinic offensively as he's totaling 41 with 5:24 to play. He's knocked down 16 of 30 from the field. That's over 50%. 6 rebounds, 2 assists. And I said it a minute ago, he may have to score at least 50 tonight for the Lakers to get a victory. It's the 10th time this season Kobe's had at least 40 points in the game.
Well, the Lakers only 6-3 when he scores 40 or more this year. Should be better than that. Brandon Roy wishes that one in. That's his first free throw of the night. It's only the 9th attempt for the Portland Trailblazers.
You know what's hurt the Lakers again tonight? They hurt them last night as well. Is defending the three-point shot. Last night the Nuggets shot well from that distance.
Right. And they're the team.
Glazer. And tonight it's been the Blazers thanks to Udoka. So they're shooting from three-point land. The Blazers are shooting 67%.
Smush. Fall away. Kwame almost. And Smush out of bounds as he tried to tap it away from Zach Randolph. And the one category, though, that really stands out, 16 offensive rebounds for the Portland Trailblazers out of their 43, Stu. That's just effort and hustle, hard work, and they've outscored the Lakers 23-11 on second chance points.
Well, you got 5:08 to clean that part of the game up. Down by 4, it's going to be imperative that they do.
Webster tees it up. It's short. Man, you got to protect it as he tried to snatch it away. Now Kobe, he's got Mo, and Mo's got two. 2-point deficit, 85-83. Quick look by Kobe on the assist.
Quick attack by Maurice Evans. He realized that the last time he tried that lob dunk, it was blocked.
So Mo, the third Laker in double figures. Take away the left, he'll go to the right, and he'll get the little floater. Nobody rotated over, though, to help Kwame. Somebody's got to help from the other side of the floor. 87-83, 23, right on his average for Zach Randolph. Kobe working again against the guy that's been on the most of the night, Udoka. Kobe in the clutch, 87-85, 4:10 left.
So you say Udoka's been on Kobe much of the night, so he's been responsible. There's 43 on the board.
That's not exactly like Hershey 1962. 4 minutes to play. Can they get a stop? Randolph choked off on the baseline. They triple teamed him. Again, wide open. Burned again.
Same guy.
Udoka. So
Same guy.
They don't. Once they trap and it's out, you got to recover. They didn't recover. 17 for Udoka.
He's got 5 3-pointers in the game.
Against the team that he tried to make. Kobe with an answer. 90-88, 3.5 left. Not for a lack of effort for this guy. The Lakers only down by a deuce with 46. He's trying to will him a win. All there by himself, and Mo took a shot trying to get in the way.
I think they may have to take a 20 here.
It will be. So Mo on the receiving end, and a 4-point lead for the Blazers on the mismatch down low for LaMarcus Aldridge.
3 minutes and 3 seconds left. The Lakers trying to avoid an 8th consecutive loss. Maurice Evans being attended to by athletic trainer Gary Vitti. As Zach Randolph says, "I see you." And all of a sudden, Maurice Evans says, "Ow."
(92-88) Portland. They have been a pain in the neck for the Lakers all year, and it continues tonight. A very athletic young group. 2:57 to play. Don't forget Bill McDonald, along with Jack Haley courtside. The post-game show will start it right at the conclusion of the matchup with the Blazers. Kobe with 46 points, trying to bring them home. 6 boards, 3 assists, and now 2 huge free throws. He's been on the floor already 42 minutes with 3 to play. And he has yet, well, you see the 14, 6 of 6 from the field in the fourth.
He's got a day off tomorrow.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, really.
Stayed out. 6 of 7 at the stripe. Lakers 13 of 17. The Blazers so far outscoring the Lakers by the difference. 4 here in the fourth. It was tied after 3. He got the second. 1 possession game, 3-point lead. Brandon Roy towards out of the backcourt with Jarrett Jack. They've got Randolph, who's been quiet so far here in the fourth. That's what you worry about. Somebody's got a shade. Randolph stuck in the paint. Kwame did a good job. And Lamar. I think he may have gotten away with one with Aldridge hitting the deck.
And there was a lot of contact under the basket. The officials ruled that, hey, no harm, no foul.
Well, Lamar's got Roy on him. Now it's Lamar all the way. He'll shoot 2. Aldridge got over late, and I thought they were going to slide Roy. He followed then. Mo Evans on the trail. Lamar with a couple of free throws on the attack.
2:25 left. Lakers get a stop. Now they get a chance to get some points from the charity stripe as Lamar goes there for only the second time. First time he was there, he made 1 out of the 2. So this time, can he be better?
11 and 7 so far tonight for Lamar. Missed the free throws down the stretch. You're not going to win, and that's what cost the Lakers, don't forget. And they missed free throws in Minnesota in that double overtime loss. 1 of the 7 in this streak in the wrong direction.
And the 2 best players, or the 2 leading scorers, I should say, are the ones that have missed the last 2. Now 3. Kobe missed 1, and now Lamar misses a pair.
Yeah, you go to the stripe with inside of 2.5 left, and you don't come away with a thing. Yeah, you almost seal your own fate. Let's see if the Lakers can recover. Down by 3. Beautiful pass. Marcus Aldridge. And Megan Udoka on the pass, who got into the paint as he penetrated. What an assist by Udoka, who's been sitting in the corner most of the night.
Good job by Aldridge of attacking with aggression. Even though he got fouled, because he went up so strong, he gets a 3-point opportunity.
Talk about a swing, those two. Instead of a 1-point game, now the opportunity to make it a 6-point lead after those free throws. Those are his numbers from the last game as well, 14 and 10. It stays 5. Lakers now a sense of urgency. Clock's working against them.
Well, they just have to be clean on the offensive end to start with.
Kobe beats his man and all the way to the cup. It wouldn't go down as Zach Randolph will shoot 2.
That might be the play there, because if they come away with 2 points here, put the Lakers down by 7.
So the frustration continues for the Lakers and their fans with a minute 53 to play. Andrew Bynum at 6, all 6 in the first half.
Winning begets winning, and losing begets losing. You know, it's like that snowball coming down the hill.
Avalanche.
It's picking up so much more momentum and more size as it's coming down. Hard to stop it.
Zach Randolph, high percentage man at the free throw line, makes it a 6-point game, and this is the big one. He can make it a 3-possession lead. 24 so far for Randolph.
They're 10 out of 12. They haven't gotten to the line much, but they've made the most of their opportunities.
Due to the 4th straight year that he's led the Blazers in scoring. Now the Lakers pick it up. Minute 50 to play. 3-possession game. You got to pick it up. Don't give up your dribble if you don't have to either. Kobe beyond the arc. Does it again. 96-92, minute 41 to play. That's his 50-point game of his career, as he's got right on 50.
Yeah, but the whole thing is going to be determined on this end of the floor. Lakers can't exchange baskets.
Randolph, shot clock coming down. Over Quantum. Too strong. Aldridge tapped it. Udoka's got it. And a smart play by a rookie, because he got away with a shove in the back. Real smart play. If they don't call it, you go for it.
Can't double out there. It's freeing up everybody.
It's Jared Jackson. He's going to be real short, though. Spurs has it. Now to the Lakers. Get the job done at this end. Kobe.
Have to go to the basket, somebody. You don't need a 3. It'd be nice, but you don't need it.
Terrible pass for the break as it's off the hands of Jack, out of bounds, and a timeout for the Lakers to set it up with 55.5 seconds left.
Wow, Phil Jackson wants to talk it over.
Now what's it going to be? 8th straight for the Lakers. Well, they've got it in the offensive end. 14 in the shot clock. Other guys still can't continue to defer. You talked about you don't have to settle for a 3. Nobody was on the attack. They were standing outside with the basketball.
Yeah, down by 4, you surely don't need a 3 right now. You need a score. You need to get some points on the board. And obviously a 3, a low percentage shot. But if you get a wide open look at one, you take it. Then it puts all the pressure back on you to play the defense to get the stop that you have to have in order to win. First things first. The Lakers need to score.
Right, real precarious position. Smoke out the timeout with Lamar. Finding Kobe beyond the arc again. And again comes through in the clutch. 1-point game, 96-95. Wow. Incredible. He's got 53.
That's amazing.
Now going to get the takeaway. Zach Randolph. Going to the steal. Look out. Zach Randolph stripped from behind and out of bounds. It'll belong to the Blazers. 19 the shot clock at a 1-point affair.
Zach saying, you mean I wasn't fouled on that play? It did look like you were running in slow motion though, Zach. You know, Zach did a good job of beating the pressure.
And Jared Jack into it.
Well, there's going to be a timeout to stop all of that action, hopefully. As they're still jawing at one another. The officials don't even see that action taking place.
No, and LaMarcus Aldridge had to get between them.
96-95, the Blazers by only 1 now with 43.2 left. And the last couple of threes by Kobe from distance. Udoka says, wow, that kid's pretty good. Kobe said, you think that was nice? Watch this one. I mean, to tell you, you just can't give him any kind of space. Matter of fact, you can't let him touch the ball. 53 tonight. Season high was 58 at Charlotte.
And they lost that game, by the way.
Well, again, they're in a position where they could lose this one if they don't get a defensive play here.
It's hard to believe you're down, yet he's got 53. So can they get this stop? The handoff to Brandon Roy, matched up with Mo Evans. Shot clock, and it doesn't. Going strong all the way to the hole. And a layup. How can you give up a layup? 31.2 and a timeout for the Lakers. Nobody rotated over, and it was an easy one. He was surprised it was that easy.
Yeah, that was entirely too easy at any stretch of the game, but especially with only 40 seconds left.
This has been simmering for a while.
Well, again, the officials have to make sure they keep this from happening.
Okay, Jared Jack started with Lamar before the last time out, I told you, Stu.
But, you know, the officials, though, they didn't see a lot of it that was going on, and you got to nip it in the bud, because if you don't, you have tempers flaring as they have here. As the Blazers trying to figure out, and Nate McMillan is really right now reading his guys the riot act about being smart. He says, look at the scoreboard. We're up 3 points with 31 seconds. Why are we going to do anything to jeopardize that? It's Kobe and the rest sitting on the sidelines trying to figure out how they can get yet another score. I mean, you talk about things as they're heading toward the bench. Lamar goes over, and
that's
there's the same thing again. Jared Jack and Lamar. We talked about it as Lamar goes over. Again, people coming over trying to break things up. A lot of yapping going on. You know, players don't want to do anything, but it's about making themselves look good. I'm not going to back down in front of my boys.
So Kobe, phenomenal from beyond the arc. And well, Stu, at what point? 31.2. So you can't believe they're going to use a lot of the clock, because if you don't get it, you got to get a second opportunity.
But you got to get a good one, though. I mean, you just can't catch the ball and fire something because you got to get another opportunity. You have to score this possession, and then you have to, depending upon the clock situation, you either take a foul or play it straight up. But you have to score here.
Lakers out of timeouts as well, so they can no longer advance the basketball. Portland still has one timeout remaining. So that works against the Lakers with 31.2 to play. Can the guy do it again? He's already got 53. 53 of the 95 for the Lakers. Lamar is triggering on the sideline.
I'd put pressure on him to make free throws if I could get an easy deuce.
Kobe going to get the pick, or does he want to pick? He'll get the pick. Now it's on Zach Randolph. He'll go to the hole. Can't get the layup, and it's knocked out of bounds to the Lakers. Now with 21.1 to play, you might have to get the three and forget about attack.
No, I still would go for the quick deuce, because you're going to, I mean, then you can make sure you get a score. Put the pressure on them to make 2 free throws. I mean, because if you take a desperation 3, sure, you could get an answer, a positive answer, but the percentages are not with you. And you know Nate McMillan has told his guys, no fouls on a 3-point play here.
Kobe will get it from Kwame. Now Kobe for the tie. Got it! Did it again! Ties it at 98. They gave the 3-pointer.
Well, you give it, and with that guy, it's not a desperation 3, I guess. I mean, Kobe Bryant has brought this crowd alive in the second half especially, but now the pressure again, right back to the Lakers.
Don't forget this group just gave up an uncontested layup.
17 seconds left. The Blazers can play, and actually let the clock run out if the worst case scenario, and the worst thing that happened to them is overtime. So all of the pressure stays with the Lakers, even though Kobe has knocked down another 3-pointer for 56. Zach Randolph, got to get closer than that. I mean, you give him a look, and that's what can happen.
See, I'm surprised they didn't foul him right there before he could even get into the act of shooting.
I mean, you get him catching the ball in that position of the floor, double him up. Don't even let him turn the corner. Look where they had him. They let him turn the corner. Turn the corner, elevate, the rest is history. A splasher. 56 for Kobe. But as happy as the crowd is, and sure, you should be happy that you're tied now, but boy, the pressure on the defensive end. They haven't had a sparkling defensive effort here in the 4th quarter.
Now the Lakers, don't forget, if it does get to overtime, played last night, didn't arrive till 5:30, quarter to 6 in the morning. And for a young team, surprisingly, when you look at the numbers, though, Portland's done well in close games.
The Lakers are praying for an overtime right now.
They'll take overtime, double overtime, whatever it takes, and they'll take a half-point win. They don't care how they get it done as long as it's a W.
Boy, I mean, you're talking about elevating. I mean, on basically the last 30 seconds of the game, after no rest, Kobe elevates like that. You're talking about having some legs left? Yeah.
Now, Portland still has a 20, so if they have problems inbounding the basketball, they can still stop the clock. And it won't start, of course, but at least they can get the timeout before the 5-second call.
And the Lakers have to do all of this without committing a foul.
Can they get the stop and force overtime? Because you got to believe the Blazers are going to use as much clock as possible.
And you have to know where the ball is going. It's going to Brandon Roy. He's going to be the conductor.
So Roy up against Kobe. Final 15 seconds of regulation. The Lakers get the stop. They spread the floor for Roy, who just got a layup going to his strong side. Force him weak. Sets it up. Randolph, good look. Way off. Kobe's got it. At the buzzer. Not far off, and it wouldn't have shocked us had it gone with the kind of night he's put together. So Kobe has done it again, and he has forced overtime with 56.
If the Blazers end up losing this game, they have no one to blame, obviously, but themselves. If you can't protect a three-point lead in the final 15 seconds, you don't deserve to win. '98. Thanks in large part to number 24. The three-pointer that sends it into overtime. Why did they allow that man to elevate and shoot? Because he's been knocking down threes basically throughout. And in this fourth quarter, or in the fourth, he was hitting them from both sides of the floor, the middle, and then the last one, just elevate and do what he does.
And another thing that we really haven't gotten into, because you don't ever second guess. These guys know what their personnel can do better than we do, especially when it comes to the opposition. But what about a double on them occasionally? Because they've had Udoka on him, single man coverage most of the night defensively.
Well, I think a lot of the theories are that one man can't beat you. If we can, he'll get his 45 or 50, but we'll shut the rest of them down. Well,
okay, coach.
A lot of times that'll happen, but sometimes you can get burned by it as well. It just amazes me the number of times that they allow that guy to do what he does.
Just an average fourth tonight.
9 out of 11, including all 4 of his threes. But now the Lakers can't take that sigh of relief. And that's what happens. You battle back, you force OT, you say, and before you know it, you're down by 5 in OT and you end up losing.
Lamar will jump. Kwame, we talked about the lack of lift because of the ankle injury. He's doing a great job just to stay out there. As much pain as he's been in tonight. So Lamar with the very youthful LaMarcus Aldridge who can get up there.
Yeah, surprised a little bit, though, that they don't let Andrew just jump for the opening tap or the tip for the opening part of overtime here.
It'll be tossed by Sean Corbin. Controlled. Boy, Kwame went to get it, didn't he? Kobe up against Brandon Roy.
The 3.
On the attack, on the spin, and a couple of free throws. The hard foul as he spun right into the teeth of the defense. Brandon Roy with the foul.
You talk about reading and reacting. Offensively, they shouldn't be able to take everything away from you. Shut the baseline off, spin into the middle, create contact, go to the line. If they're taking something away, they're giving you something.
Lakers lead by 1. 57 for Kobe. 16 after tonight. Talked about it a few times. For the Lakers to get where they need to be, he's got to lead the league in scoring. They don't have options right now. Kobe comes through. He's got 58. The Lakers with the first points of overtime, and it didn't take long. You talked about no letdown. 5 more minutes. That's all they need. A little inside of 5. Randolph. While he got there, couldn't deny him though. So he tried to bounce around with him. It is tied at 100. Off the pick. Lamar for the lead. Across. Kwame chased it. Tracked it well. The hot hand, and he's held. Second team foul. Don't forget, 4, you're out. And I'm talking about in overtime, 4 team fouls, not 5. That's the 4th on Udoka.
And the second in the OT.
Got it. Real quick, too. Can they get to the rim, though? Attack a little. Don't settle for the 3. Plenty of time of the shot clock. There, a double. That's a rarity on Kobe. Lamar off the pick. Kobe. Penetration on the fall away. Yes! 102-100. Inside of 4 left.
Well, the big 6-0.
60
for Kobe.
Yeah, 60 and counting for Kobe.
I mean, I'm just amazed at the lift that he has this late in the game.
Zach Randolph. To the left as usual, and strong to the rack. He ties it at 102.
Well, and they may want to think about sending that second defender to Zach as well and not leave Kwame out on that island by himself.
Kobe asking for it on the back door. That was taken away. The passing lane. They'll go the other side. Now, somebody's got to step up.
Well, issues.
It's Lamar. He steps up. 104-102. Lamar, 13. Oh, man. This is after a game in Denver.
How's your heart?
Life expectancy is greatly reduced. Inside of 3 left on the curl. Udoka rattles it home. Nobody rotated.
No, the bad double team. You don't double team off of a cutter. You can't do that. The rotation can't get there fast enough.
Tied at 104. Both teams making the most of their trips offensively. Smush. He gets it done. We're halfway. Just about halfway through overtime.
First team that misses might lose tonight.
Trying to get a stop. Now let's see if somebody comes across and helps out. It's Smush. Quick ball movement. Aldridge. Shot coming down. Up against Lamar. What a shot. Man, did he fall away and elevate.
A shot.
You're not going to block it when a guy gets up like that, and he's a 7-footer to boot.
That was nice.
106-106. Aldridge with 16 and 10. Well, he's got 30 punches. Kobe asking for it. Double. Smush. Lost the handle. Saves it. Kwame. Over to Lamar. What a pass.
Well, give Smush some credit on that
to the ground.
Because that was a turnover just waiting. But if he doesn't dive, they're going the other way.
Final 2. Who wants to get it? I mean, a stop that is.
First team that gets it.
Lamar quickly coming over on the double.
Lamar better get legal.
Look out for the lead. It's off. Finally a miss. Lamar's got it. So Udoka, hard to believe. He's been that much of a money player for them.
And he had an opener.
Good double on Kobe. Smush leading it off. It'll go the other way off Kwame's hands, and that was a hot one.
Yeah, and again, you have to know your teammates and what they can handle. And that's a tough pass for Kwame to handle under any circumstance.
Tough time for a turnover, and let's see what Portland does with it. Lakers by 2, as both teams so far in overtime, almost perfect, 4 for 5 from the field. Lakers 108-106, desperate, trying to snap a 7-game losing streak. Now Lamar has come through. Kobe is the reason the Lakers are in the extra session. He's got 60. You heard me right, 60 points on 22 of 38, 9 of 10 to the free throw line. Aldridge, boy, has he improved.
I like that young man.
He was on the injured list earlier in the season, and boy, they brought him along slowly, and it's paid off.
Well, back to the suspense of defense again. Lakers got the last stop and a break there because they had a wide open 3 there for Udoka.
We're on the feet at Campbell Center. Brandon Roy with a fresh shot clock. Good force. Now can they stop Zach Randolph? Kwame. They called a foul on Kwame, so Randolph shoots 2, and it's a break for the Lakers. It didn't go down. Otherwise, it's a 3-point opportunity for the lead.
Well, Zach Randolph has been really good at the charity stripe tonight. 6 out of 6, so he's got a couple here to force another tie. As Kwame says, Well, again, tell me, what did I do wrong? Don't tell me I hit him on his arm, because my hands are straight up.
A lot of times you'll see you forward. Your arms are coming down slightly.
And a lot of times they are.
So Randolph for the tie, shooting 2. And he is 7 of 7 at the free throw line with 30 points to lead the Blazers. He's got 30, 7, and 6. They've got 4 of the 5 starters in double figures tonight. The equalizer with 68 seconds left. Boy, made it look easy.
I mean, no problem for Zach. I know he must be shooting their technicals this year. I don't know, not with Brandon Roy out there.
Yeah, well, that grade's on you, though. Now Kobe sets up Lamar on the pick. Here comes the hard double, and Kobe is fouled.
That's too hard of a double there. I mean, they really attacked. Aldridge was all over Kobe.
So they're out of fouls. Lakers shoot the rest of the way as it comes in on the side. Lakers still, no, they don't. They picked up a foul in the final 2. That last foul that was called on Kwame. So the Lakers out of fouls as well. Both shoot. Well, that's with 55 and a half left. We talked about that. In regulation, the Lakers made their push to the same spot. Got to pick it up. Here's the double. Kobe. Hard to believe.
Are you kidding me?
Unreal.
Are you kidding me?
How strong was that? A triple on a fall away in the corner with a shot clock down. Lakers by 3.
You have got to be joking. Somebody wake up number 24.
He's got 63. Final 35. Roy on the attack. And it's taken away. Mo Evans, the distance. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2, which actually, if he pulls it out, it helps out the Blazers that he did attack it.
Well,
with 28.4 to play.
Let me think about what that man just did. He was in the corner, pushed his defender off the court. I thought there was going to be a foul there. And I don't even know when he found sight of the basket. All of a sudden, splash. I mean, that guy is unreal.
Yeah, we're definitely spoiled.
Oh, my goodness.
Watching one of the very best to ever play the game. Now, we're going to Mo make it a 4- and 5-point lead. First, he gets it. 112-108.
Well.
Hard to believe.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back with the water. Dun.
Don't forget, 5 o'clock Sunday night, 5 o'clock Minnesota, not 6:30. Mo comes through. Timeout. Portland with the Lakers up by 5.
28.4. I'm out of breath. 28.4 left. Lakers by 5. That man has thrilled this sellout crowd. I mean, they've got their money's worth again tonight because he's put on an absolute show. And that's what he is.
Masterful performance. And I'm happy to say I'm here for the second highest scoring night in his career. Now, if they can stop, it's a takeaway. Kwame, it's kicked around though and goes right to Roy. Look out. Webster buries the 3. Now, get it to Kobe. Where's the foul? It'll be a couple of free throws trying to make it a 2-possession game.
Like I said, when I think I've seen everything,
right.
You don't give up a 3 when you're up by 5. You keep it to be a 2-possession game. Now they're right back to Kobe has to make 2 free throws to keep it at a 2-possession game. He missed one of his last 2 there.
He's got 15 minutes on the floor. So now catch your breath, take a break, and fortunately they're not rushing to the free throw line.
In his career 60-point games, 3 of them. Wow, what a performance. But the first one is the big one, then the second one is the bigger one.
3-point lead. Now a 2-possession game. We'll find out with 17.1 to play. And Blazers, timeout situation. They still have one, I believe. Yes. So they'll call a timeout. Advancing. Yes! He puts him up by 4. 115-111. Timeout Portland. Can you believe this?
This has been
too much.
What a Friday night game, huh?
It's just what you need, second of a back-to-back.
They didn't play last night. You're talking about back-to-back. Come on.
They had sat in an airport terminal all night.
Well, it all becomes worth it if the Lakers can hold on to this 4-point lead as Kobe Bryant and team up by 115-111 with 17.1 to go in the first overtime. And it has been a remarkable performance. I know I've said it many times tonight, but it just bears repeating. The guy has just been spectacular. I mean, you run out of adjectives at times trying to describe what he does. But what he does is just that. That's why all the general managers were polled, and they say, who's the one guy you don't want to take a shot against you at the end of a game? Or who was the one guy you would want to have shoot the ball if he's on your team? They picked that man.
Well, in today's game, nobody comes close. He's got 42 of his 65s in the second half. He wants it. A lot of guys shy away from it. He relishes this opportunity. Now, don't give up the three. Roy, a contested three, off. Tap back out. Lamar after it. Last touch. It goes the Lakers' way. Off Randolph.
Well, Lamar hit it off of Randolph's
Yes.
hand. He did. And I agree with the officials. Now you just got to get it into somebody's hands, and
To Kobe.
they're going.
Please.
Anybody.
It'll be Mo Evans. Here comes a quick foul. And Mo, who just hit two, don't forget, at the free throw line. He's 6 of 6 at the strike. He'll put the game away with 8.4 to play.
Yeah, smiles. That's what winning will do. They tipped it out. Lamar hits it. It goes right off the left hand
Yep. Good play.
of Zach Randolph.
Tipped it up into his
Yep.
head.
And the official was sitting right on the play. Not that that matters.
Well, Eli Rowe was right next to it. You're right. Rowe short-armed it.
Boy, alligator arms.
Yeah, you want to go to dinner with him. Wow.
Come on, Mo.
8:44 to play.
Woo.
One more timeout remaining, I believe, for Portland. No, they're out of time, so
Yeah.
cannot advance it.
He only needs one. That'll take away the 4-point play.
He got it.
There it is.
116-111. No fouls. That is the key now. Give them whatever they want. No fouls. That'll do it. It's over. The Lakers win and snap the 7-game losing streak thanks to that man. And 65, the second best scoring night of his career for Kobe Bryant.
Well, the crowd's on their feet. They're relieved. I mean, the big sigh of relief when the final horn sounded as the Lakers fought back and get themselves a much-needed, I can't even emphasize much enough, victory, stopping that 7-game slide.
Enjoyed it. We'll join the guys in the studio in just a moment. Lakers Live starts right now, following the Lakers' dramatic 116-111 overtime win as we head down to Patrick O'Neal. Patrick.
All right, thank you very much, Kobe Bryant. That was an unbelievably masterful performance that you just performed here at Staples Center in front of this crowd. It really was incredible to watch. Talk about how you were feeling tonight.
I felt pretty good. I felt like I got in a pretty good rhythm early in the game, and just wanted to keep on attack and try to keep us in this one.
I got you at 65 points, 23 of 39, 42 in the second half. Was this one of your best shooting performances ever?
I think so. I was just in a good groove, and made some shots when they counted.
And yeah, you did. That second half and that overtime, a big scramble. I know that this Laker team really needed that. You were not going to let them lose tonight.
Well, we had to gut it out. Me scoring a lot of points doesn't mean anything if we don't get stops. And we finally got some stops there in overtime. We were able to get a win.
Yeah, and this Blazer team didn't want to go down without a fight. They had beaten you 2 times on the year. Got a little, a bit of a tussle there. So this is an important one to win.
Yeah, it is, but it's good to see. It's good to see we're getting a little edgy, getting a little scrappy. And that's what we need to do. Sometimes you need to grind it out and get a little tough.
How good is it to snap that 7-game losing streak?
Oh man, I finally get a chance to sleep tonight.
Yeah, one more time. That was tremendous, tremendous performance. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kobe Bryant, 65 points, second most points he has ever scored in his career. Wow, that was something to watch.